Hello, everybody, and welcome to our 5th Small Business Resource Fair Government Edition. This is part of a Small Business Resource Fair series that the City of Pittsburgh puts on. The idea here is that we want to help all the folks who create necessary regulations to keep our city safe. We want to connect those folks with the entrepreneurs that need to comply with those regulations so that entrepreneurs can have a very easy time understanding what it is that they need to do and not have any unnecessary headaches, but also so that we as a city administration can listen to the sometimes frustrations or positive experiences that entrepreneurs are having so that we can be aware and constantly improving the way we provide service as well. So first, to begin this discussion, I'd like to have each of the folks tabling and speaking with small business owners just introduce themselves, their department, and the function that they perform that may interface with small business owners.
Wendy Urbanik, 311, and 311 is the gateway to any customer service needs for the city. If you have a street light that's burnt out or a pothole that needs repaired or you're not sure where you need to go, contact 311. We'll be happy to guide you.
Joe Witzel from the Allegheny County Health Department. We get involved when a new food facility wants to open up, whether it be a caterer, restaurant, or a retail facility. Our office is located at 3901 Penn Avenue, and the general phone number there is 412-578-8044. We recently re-centralized our plan review program, so there are 2 people that handle the entire county now for consistency's sake, and they are a Jessica Schaefer and a Rachel Weinblum. But you can reach them through that general phone number.
Hi, I'm Bob Zilch. I'm with the City of Pittsburgh's Finance Department. Whenever you would be doing business with the city, we would probably be your first point of initiation of the process of getting started, registering your business, and getting a grasp of what type of taxes you may be liable for. We are here in the City County building on the 2nd floor, and we are accessible to answer any questions you may have about finances and any of the rules and regulations you may need to go forward with the next department.
Hi, I'm Aaron Pickett. I also work in the finance department. I work in the real estate division. I'm the manager of 3 taxing bodies in the real estate area. Our section is we're responsible for all the city's vacant lots that are available now. All the lots also with structures throughout the city of Pittsburgh. These properties are available for commercial as well for to set up the relation between the small business seminar. We have plenty of spaces available for purchase to help small businesses create a lane in the city of Pittsburgh neighborhoods.
I'm Julie Ryland with the Department of Permits, Licenses, Inspections. So we handle any construction permits, land operations permits if you're moving any dirt, trade licenses. So if you want to be a general contractor or electrical contractor, business licenses, vendors and peddlers, you would come to us, and as well as code enforcement throughout the city.
Susan Tomasco with the Department of City Planning. City Planning has several divisions. One is strategic planning. That includes specialties such as transportation, environmental planning, and neighborhood planning. Community Development Block Grant Administration is another division. But the one most people deal with is zoning and development review. That is all applications for building permits, for change of use, any new construction, any change of occupancy, all start at the zoning office. They're also responsible for staffing Planning Commission, Historic Review Commission, and the Zoning Board of Adjustment.
Hi, I'm Ben Carlise. I'm with the Department of Public Works. We have about 19 different departments within Public Works. I think the most important department which pertains to small businesses and which we see a lot of small businesses come to us is the Permits and Inspections Department. There you can get a variety of permits like a sidewalk cafe. You can extend your premises. You can get a valet parking permit. We even issue bike rack permits. If you need a loading zone, we have that. If you have an event and you need a stage, you could come to us. And also we work with PL&I on the stationary vending. But we're open from 7 to 3, Monday through Friday, and we're at your service. Our permit counter doesn't take a lunch, and we're open at your convenience. Thanks.
Thanks, Ben. The next portion of the Small Business Resource Fairs is designed to take usually 2 speakers from different city departments and let them expound a little bit more about the interaction that folks will likely have with them. They'll just explain in basic detail where people come, the services they provide, the basics of how those services work. We try to keep it fairly brief, but we also want to make sure that our viewers on the YouTube channel and the city channel are getting the experience that those who were able to make it in person were able to get. And I would be remiss if I didn't say go Pens. Well, sir, go ahead.
Did you say YouTube channel?
Yes, sir. The City of Pittsburgh YouTube channel will have this this event on it for other folks who weren't able to be here. Our first speaker today is going to be Mr. Pickett from the Real Estate Division of the Finance Department. Mr. Pickett helps folks purchase vacant property, and whether it be buildings or lots, whether it be for side yards or for a new factory or for a new store. It's a very important part of our revitalization as a city, from going from a place where maybe folks didn't want to start businesses here so much all the time to a city where, again, we're becoming appreciated and loved and properties becoming used. And the function of his department is absolutely critical in making that transition back to a appreciated, favored city once again. So, Mr. Pickett, come on up.
So also joining me will be Bob Zilch. He's part of our registration process, business registration process. So I thought it'd be only inviting for him to also to let you guys know as well. The real estate department is actually, as Henry mentioned, is really a great place for the city of Pittsburgh. Our department, we handle the 3 taxing bodies, so you pay your property tax in our department. We also, as he mentioned, we acquire City of Pittsburgh properties. We have a large bank of properties that are available to City of Pittsburgh residents. We have our side yard program. If you have a business and you're interested in acquiring the space next to your business, that space is available through our side yard program. Also, as was mentioned, our structured properties. There's many structured properties, as you've all seen in the news lately, and we're looking to move those properties and help the City of Pittsburgh residents acquire those properties. I'm also available to help you with the process. In the past, it's been kind of stringent. Now we've drilled that down, and we're making the process a pleasant process for City of Pittsburgh residents to acquire properties and continue to be part of our community, the City of Pittsburgh. Also, these properties are available not just for small business, but for projects. I mean, we have our community development corporations who they also acquire property within your neighborhood. As we were speaking earlier about Beachview, some of the properties that are available for projects to help to strengthen the communities. So we do a lot. We do a lot down in that department. It's a challenging department because on the flip side, we handle assessments and we handle property tax. So I'm gonna turn it over to Bob so he can explain briefly a little bit of how to register your business within the City of Pittsburgh.
Hi. It's a real brief process, but it's a very necessary process for us to have business registrations so that we know who is doing business. And because of the way we have it structured in the city, in order for you to go get a license or a permit, you're going to have to initiate anything you're going to do business-wise with the finance department by registering your business. Once you would get a clearance from our department to say that you've been fully compliant, then you can go to the next step, whether it be buying real estate or getting a license for a food truck. We would be the first step that you come to prior to going to them, because we want to make sure that everything is set up correctly, and also so you can pay your taxes. And if you would have any taxation questions, we'd be more than glad to help you answer those. We do have auditors, we have investigators, and then our staff personnel, obviously, at the counter. We're fully staffed at any time for lunch, and we're open from 7:30 till 4:15. So we can do business with everybody else in place at the same time. You would leave our office, you'd be able to go down to PLI, you'd be able to go to the county health department, or down to see Aaron's people down at the real estate department. So we're all kind of coordinated in that respect. That's pretty much it.
Am I mentioning your phone number too?
And
Well, the front office one. Oh, it's okay. We'll get it.
so you can contact the finance department online. We're online, and a lot of our forms, if not all of them, are downloadable. Thank you.
And I just want to briefly give you our office location. We're located first floor, city county building. Not on the treasury side where you pay your dog licensing, but on the other side in the controller's office. Also, our phone number to reach the real estate department is 412-255-2500. And our hours are from 8 to 4:30. Thank you.
Thanks. Thank you very much, gentlemen. It sometimes can be a little bit confusing, but we're trying to put faces to names here, and we're trying to capitalize on one of the things that makes Pittsburgh fabulous, which is that we all get along with each other and we're pretty darn neighborly. So without further ado, Mr. Carlise from the Department of Public Works, I'd like to invite you to the podium. And thank you very much again for attending tonight. I also wanted to mention Mr. Carlise's department has been instrumental in helping us out with a program of the Pittsburgh Downtown Partnership called Betaberg. Betaberg is working to get inventions that folks in Pittsburgh have come up with out into Pittsburgh, or out into public locations to be displayed and interacted with by folks downtown. Of course, that involves using some space in the public right-of-way, which is one of the things that the Department of Public Works oversees. And so Ben and a bunch of his coworkers really hustled to help us figure out who the heck owned a particular little sliver of property and how we could get a little bit of electricity out there to show some demonstrations of some really innovative Pittsburgh inventions. So here you go, Mr. Carlise.
Thank you. That was nice. Thanks. Yeah, Public Works is such a huge department. We have almost 1,000 employees working at Public Works. We have close to 19 different departments, 6 street divisions, 7 parks divisions, 6 specialty divisions. I mean, I could go on and on. I could probably stand up here for an hour, and I still wouldn't be able to give you the real view of what Public Works does in this city. It's just, and the people are fantastic. We have great crews all over the city that just do everything from street cleaning to paving to emptying litter cans, and like I said, it just goes on and on. Your environmental services, that's a division of Public Works. All the trees, we have 3,300 trees in the city of Pittsburgh. We have 44,000 street lights that we have to keep on all the time. So, like I said, we could just go on, and I can't thank the crews enough. They make me look good when I have to talk to the public. But what we're here today for is to tell you about how Public Works relates to small business. And the easiest way to get across what Public Works is to you is if you leave your front door and now you're on the sidewalk, the curb, and the street, welcome to the world of Public Works. And that's the easiest way. Now, the permits that I get a lot of are sidewalk cafes. So if you have a restaurant and you want to serve people food outside on the sidewalk, which is a beautiful thing to do, and we encourage it. We love when a restaurant comes in and wants a sidewalk cafe permit, and we'll do everything in our power to expedite that process. But you shouldn't come in and expect to be open the next day. It's going to take about 4 to 6 weeks to get that license, that sidewalk cafe license. But if you're going to have a server outside serving the food, collecting the money, that's a sidewalk cafe. Not to get confused with what we call an extension of premises, which is another permit we have that allows a business to put a couple tables and chairs out there that anyone in the public can come and sit down. Let's say you bought a cup of coffee at Starbucks, you're walking down the street, and you decide you just want to sit. You could sit at that table and chair and drink your Starbucks coffee. That's called extension of premises. It's a lot cheaper. It's something that a lot of places can do, and it's a very quick permit. It only takes a week to process, and that's good too. Not to get confused with another permit we have where we allow people to actually cook in front of their place. That's not a sidewalk cafe. It's not an extension of premises, but it's an extension for cooking. We can do that. That's an extensive permit. But if you're walking down the street and you see this guy cooking some burgers and flipping burgers late at night on a grill, and he probably has a permit for that, but it's not a sidewalk cafe. But those are the types of permits that we issue because he's doing that service out on the sidewalk. So anything that you see out on the sidewalk, number one, requires a permit. Number two, you should come to us for the permit. Right? I don't know really what else to say. I think those are really the main permits. You might be interested in loading zones, which would be Public Works. You might be interested in valet. A lot of restaurants like to do a yearly valet where they have a valet service every night, all year long. That's a license. We also have valet parking for those special events where if you have a business and you're having a grand opening and you just want to reserve 2 or 3 parking spaces, you could do a special one-night only valet event for that too. But again, because it's outside the building and it's in the sidewalk street area, that is a Public Works permit. So again, that's the easiest way to think of Public Works. If it's outside on the street or sidewalk, think Public Works. Give us a call, 412-255-2435. Our office is located under the Liberty Bridge. So we're the trolls under the Liberty Bridge. We're open from 7 to 3. We don't take a lunch. You can come in anytime without an appointment, and you'll be welcome. Our staff is the friendliest staff you'll see in the city of Pittsburgh. I work with all these departments in the city of Pittsburgh. They're great. They're fantastic. But they're nothing like our staff at Public Works. Let me tell you something. We have the best people going. All right. If you have any questions or concerns, please give me a call personally. I'm at 412-255-2529, and I'd be happy to answer any questions or concerns you might have. Thanks for your attention, and that's all I have for you today.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Carlise. So as mentioned before, what we're trying to do here in this Small Business Resource Fair series is create opportunities for Pittsburgh entrepreneurs to meet the folks who are creating the rules that they need to navigate. We try to have a brief summary of some of those speakers here for our web and television broadcast because we know not everybody can come tonight. And we do hope that everyone that's not here is, getting their appropriate jersey ready and doing all their good luck charms so that the Pens win tonight and we're one game closer to another cup. But that being said, I'd like to encourage everyone to follow Pittsburgh INP on Twitter or Facebook or whatever preferred social media they have. We're going to be putting out information about all of our schedules for these future events as well. I'd also like to encourage folks to follow Pittsburgh 311 on whichever social media platform they prefer as well. It's a great way to interact with them, as well as they tweet out and put out Facebook messages about some of the major stuff we're all wondering about, because they're the ones taking the calls. So that said, I hope folks come to our future events. You know, we have 9 a year that are helping connect folks with resources that help them develop their business, and we have 3 a year that connect folks to the regulatory people that we've met today. And you know, we're going to conclude our event. The way these events end is that everyone in attendance has the opportunity to speak with the folks you heard from tonight in person. And so I encourage folks to consider attending in the future. Thank you all very much, and have a great evening.